The Democratic Party of Hawaii is hosting a get-together tonight at the Hawaii Convention Center. The Democratic nominees for governor and lieutenant governor, Josh Green and Sylvia Luke, will be there. KITV4's Tom George is at the Convention Center right now. Tom, what's the scene like at this hour?
Well, it's starting to feel like a party out here, as you mentioned. Of course, Josh Green and Sylvia Luke at the top of the ticket, but here at the Convention Center, they're covering all their bases. The Democratic Party having all their main candidates here, and they're expecting this to turn into a victory party. Pretty confident heading into this. The poo-poos are being served. They're just waiting for those results to come in. Obviously, a very different picture than the national level, where things are kind of very close right now. Here in Hawaii, of course, a historically blue state, and they're hoping for big numbers for the Democrats here, of course, with Josh Green and Sylvia Luke at the top of the ticket. But at the same time, they don't want to take anything for granted. They have been out campaigning hard since the primary heading into the general. And for more on that, we're joined now by Makana McClellan, one of Josh Green's volunteers, wearing the green dress appropriately.
Aloha, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Obviously, you know, a lot of work went into this campaign. How's it been out there on the campaign trail? What have you been hearing?
Well, so today, Josh, Lieutenant Governor Green was out sign waving, lunch with his team, and now he's at home with his family awaiting the first printout. On the campaign trail throughout this campaign, it's been a journey, like you know. He has heard from friends and supporters across the state wishing him encouragement and luck tonight. He's very excited for the first printout. He's got an incredible work ethic, like you know, and so he's worked himself and left everything on the table, what you would expect of any candidate, and he's just really grateful and ready to work on behalf of the people of Hawaii.
And you know, we were talking before, it's obviously a very different political dynamic in Hawaii than the rest of the country. It's the rest of the country, it can be very close, 50-50 between Democrats and Republicans, whereas in Hawaii, Democrats have had power for decades. How do you make the case now that it's time for a new governor for people to stay the course with Democrats?
I think that Lieutenant Governor Green and Sylvia Luke have done an incredible job leading our Hawaii through what is arguably one of the most difficult challenges throughout our history in Hawaii. And so I think with that, they have invigorated a base majority that I feel confident and the team feels confident will show up in the polls, and we're hopeful to see the results at the first printout.
All right, thank you so much, and we're all looking forward to those results. As she said, during the first printout, they are going to be having a little bit of a celebration here first, some music before we get started, but are waiting on those first printouts to see where things stand, both for governor, Senate, and those big races for Congress. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Tom. Coming up later tonight, we'll have more with the Republican candidates for governor and lieutenant governor, Duke Aiona and Junior Tupa'i. They'll be gathering at the Filipino Community Center in Waipahu after the polls close.
And be sure to stay with KITV4 Island News on this election night. We will have live team coverage of all the state's top races.